Aliens Fireteam 2 is not going to be on Xbox PC or Xbox Play Anywhere? Uh-oh. Also, Gears of War E-Day sets a date with WWE. All right. Look.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come in, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's training people with her skin. All recent gaming go, it's an A top beam. Good morning, come and moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you all a beautiful and an awesome Tuesday chats. Good morning. How you guys been? What's cooking? What's happening out there? We have in the building Talos, the man with the ray. What's up, Talos? Pang 9113. Hello, hello, hello. Isaac Hayes 85. What's up? Sanchez Martinez Gaming. Good morning. How you doing, brother? John Bullock Spoof. Good morning, good morning. Lamont Davis. Hello, hello, hello. What's cooking, my friends? What's happening, though? I mean, news has been slow. We need something spicy to happen. Come on. Give me some spice. Give me some spice. I don't understand why news has been kind of slow these days. I mean, of course, we're getting close, to the end of the to not the end of the year, for the June showcase and stuff like that. I get it. But yeah. All right. But chat, how you guys been? How's everything? Today we're going to talk about, the whole situation that's going down with, Alien Fireteam skipping Xbox PC. Don't understand why, because this game usually was supported by Xbox Playanywhere and stuff like that. Kind of weird to kind of skip though. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Gears of War E-Day thing that was shown on WWE. Supposedly, it's set to have a September date. It's just sponsoring WWE. That's how I see it though. I mean, they could set up the date for later or something. And yeah, they're just going to sponsor it. But, people were out there saying, oh, it's going to happen in September. It's going to be set to this day. It's going to be between those dates. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, they could just sponsor it or not. But hey, we're going to talk about it and read about it. Yeah. And let's see what else comes up to the table. So, chat, let's start off with the first one. And kind of funny, though, it says, because the article says it lands between Halo and Fable. But we don't even have a date for Halo. We still don't have a date for Fable. So how the hell does that work, though? I'm confused. But all right. We'll get into it. But yeah, chat, what's new? What's cooking? Like I said, y'all been pretty quiet today. Man, Ubay says, I see ponies putting E-Day is coming to PS5 in September now. Really? They are so desperate. I mean, they're really poor begging. I don't know if it's real, but there is a game called Dead Gears, a Switch 2 game. Really? I mean, all we got to do is Google that up. Let's see, though. Dead Gears, a Nintendo Switch 2 game. Let's see what this is about. What? God. It's called Dead Gear Space of War. It's a 2026 sci-fi shooter announced for Nintendo Switch 2 and Switch launch in May 29, 2026. It is a third-party, low-budget clone-style title that mixes elements from Gears of War and Dead Space. Wow. So I guess that is true, though. And in the title, it pretty much has the same character, Gears of War, just different weapons. Wow, this is a copy-paste thing. Damn. I guess it is real. Apex NYC, what's up? Good morning. CBH for God, good morning. Oh, man, let's get the show on the road, Chad. Let's get the show on the road. Wow, that one was funny, though. That was a good one, though. Gears, what was it? What was it? What's the name of it? Dead Gears. Oh, God. It looks the same, all right? It looks the same. It looks the same. So let me grab this and we can start off with this thing. All right, here we go. Got it. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. So, chat. This is jumping all over the place, which is called Gears of War E-Day. Lands between Halo and Fable as WWE sponsorship hints at September slot in Xbox's calendar. Why would they use... All right. I mean, this is promoting, though, of course. They're trying to promote the game, which is not a bad thing. You know, WWE. I hope by the time they can promote it, WWE is still doing well, is still doing a lot, because lately WWE has been in a bit of a mess. It's been in a bit of a mess, but let's see how it goes, though. So it says here, loud and clear, we might have a probable launch month for Gears of War E-Day, the Coalition's new installment in the third-person shooter series. The rumor comes not from an insider, but from an unlikely source, a sponsorship. During WWE Backlash on Saturday, May 9th, it was announced that Gears of War E-Day is the official presenting sponsor for AAA Triple Mania 2026, the premier Lucha Libre event happening on September 11 and September 13 in Mexico City. Hello, Pickles. What's up, brother? The thing is, publishers don't sponsor major live events months before their game releases. I mean, they promote the WWE 2K20. They'll always promote the WWE 2K. They even show who's going to be in the title, and they promote it months before the launch, though. But okay. The whole point is to reach a mass audience at peak marketing momentum. Moreover, historically, WWE event sponsorship have closely coincided with a Xbox launch window rather than preceding it by a substantial period, which would kind of defeat the point of the sponsorship in the first place. With Halo campaign involved, positioned as Xbox's summer release. Was it really positioned in that? Chat, am I wrong about this though? Supposedly in late July, right? And Fable officially announced for this fall, August or September, to be the most likely launch months for the game. We'll know for sure in less than a month on June 7th. Microsoft will present its annual Xbox Game Showcase, presumably featuring a firm release date for Gears of War E-Day. The game will also have its own 30-minute direct show after the showcase where we'll learn more about its specific features. So far, we know that Gears of War E-Day is a prequel developed by the Coalition that takes place during Emergence Day. The night the Locusts first surfaced on Serra and devastated humanity. Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return as the two protagonists. They're depicted here as younger soldiers before the events of the original story. The game aims to recapture the dark, grounded, horror-tinged tone of early Gears rather than the more bombastic direction of later entries. This received the firm praise of series creator Cliff Bleszinski. The Coalition claimed this is their most ambitious game yet. Stay tuned for additional reports as more details become available. So, Chad, I got a question. Do you guys think this game is going to land between September, or is it going to land between Halo and Fable? Because, look, we still don't have a date on Halo, though. Do we? Or am I wrong? And it looks like Marcus Phoenix. Yeah, it does, huh? Kind of. Is it a Chinese? I do not know you, babe. I do not know. But it's a copy paste of Gears of War, though. That was pretty funny, though. But me, Chad, like, you know, like I said, this is a sponsorship, though, right? I mean, this is a sponsorship going on. Maybe is the time, you know, the game is going to land between that. Maybe it's that. I hope it's that because, of course, you know, we want Gears of War EA to land as quick as possible. Probably going to shadow drop it during the Xbox showcase. Probably so. Exactly, no date for Fable. Yeah, we still don't have a date for Fable. I don't think we still have a date for Halo Combat Evolved, is it? Do we? The new Halo game, does it have a date? I did not see a date on that sucker. It says here, yes, the new Halo game is officially titled Halo Campaign Evolved, set for release in 2026, but nothing else. It doesn't say what day, what year. I mean, it says what year, but it doesn't say what day, though. So I don't understand what you guys are guessing is going to be between that, though. Fable still has an autumn. Has a release date. Yeah, I mean, we know that Fable's going to be in autumn, though, but the Halo Campaign Evolved, though, we still don't know shit about it. McFig, good morning. I like to get the DBZ game, that turn-based gameplay like E33. It'd be sweet. Dragon Ball Z game? Like that? I hope they nail this title. The Gears series needs new life breathed into it. Really? You think it needs new life breathed into it? Like, do you guys like the last two Gears of War? Or you guys wanted to just reboot all in general? Yeah, I mean, I would like to know that. Like, if you guys wanted to be rebooted all in general, because look, we're not going to Emergence Day, right? So I'm hoping they reboot the series and do something different with it. I mean, why not? That'd be cool. And leave the the Gears of War story, the way it was from back in the day. Just leave it there and just start a new way. I have not played a Gears since 2. Really? Wow. It's gonna come in 8,000 years. Oh man, whoever got banned for 8,000 years, man, I wish you luck, my friend. Damn, I mean, you really pissed them off. And I didn't care for Gears 2 all that much. I like Gears 1 though. Did you play Gears 3 though? Gears 3 was pretty good. I mean, look, all 3 Gears were good. The only one that was kind of like, yeah, is the one that they did a side project on it. I forgot the name. I think it's Gears of War Judgment. No, that one's not that good. I know some people might say, yeah, it's a good one, Louis. No, it was not that good. No. I mean, it's a game that I played and I was like, should I go? That never attracted me to go back to it. But yeah, like the rest of the Gears of War were pretty good, though. Speaking of that, I should go back to those games, though. It's been a while. Who pissed off who? Oh, the guy, who downloaded. Broke boy, how you doing, my brother? The one who downloaded or broke the Forza Horizon 6 game. They pissed him off. I mean, they banned his ass for 8,000 years. Damn. I mean, not even his kids, grandkids, his grandkids. Nobody's gonna play that game for like woo. I mean, line on that machine for all eternity, though. Damn. The trilogy was the best, yeah. It was good. Like the 4 and 5, like when they decided to like bring robots in, I was like, yeah. Why? That chat, wasn't that like a weird phase? Like when 2014 hit, everyone went through a weird robot phase though. We got Destiny with the robots, Gears of War with robots, Halo with robots. I was like, what the hell is going on with all these robots though? They're banning hardware and accounts. They're also banning them from the entire franchise. Oh, shit. That's a big slap. GTA 6 trailer 3, just saying it before Big B does. Is it today, though? Nobody gonna play anything on that machine. It was hardware ban, right? Yep. It was hardware ban. Dude, those guys, man. They said, you know what? Ow. They said, fuck it. Microsoft ain't fucking around, though. Oh, Lord. Hey, bro, boy, look who's in here, bro, boy. Your homeboy is in here. Bro, boy, your best friend. Of course, because, you know, since he read the title, I said, maybe I should jump in to see what is the game that is not going to come. You know, yeah. I didn't like the DBs. What happened yesterday, though? Oh, Lord. Here comes the gossip, though. So, chat, time to move it on up. Because now we're going to talk about the game that I don't understand why I skipped this, though. But, yeah. Let's go. Let's read about this sucker. What is going on here? Let's see what's going on. But yeah. Weird stuff, though. Weird stuff. And let's see. It says here, Scale Fusion practices implemented in endpoint management for Windows. Windows, pay me my cash. I'm promoting you. Yeah. On my screen. No, I'm just kidding, Windows. You don't have to pay me nothing. So it says here, I think we should change the show at PlayStation Screw-Ups then. Let him discuss them. The PPP, PlayStation Protection Program. Let's go. Yes, the PPPs. Oh, man, I love that. Louis Pickles was watching Marlon yesterday. Well, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, that's a new one for me. This is the first time I hear a hate watching. Is that a new thing now? Damn. Hate watching. New term now. So it says here, we currently only support Steam and EGS stores for PC. A major upcoming sequel ditches Xbox PC and Xbox Playanywhere. Is this an emerging trend? Alien Fireteam Elite was a surprise win for Xbox PC and Playanywhere a few years ago. The sequel was not only ditch Playanywhere, but Xbox PC all up. Weird that they did that though. So let's read why they did it though. Aliens Fireteam Elite was a solid 3-player co-op shooter, similar in vein to the likes of Left 4 Dead. It was also a pretty big win for Xbox PC and Xbox Playanywhere a little while after it launched, joining a platform alongside its Xbox Series X and S version with crossplay and cross-buy capabilities. Sadly, Daybreak Game Company doesn't seem to think it was worthwhile. Confirmed to us last week, Alien Fireteam Elite 2 will not only skip Playanywhere, but it's also skipping Xbox PC all up. They currently only support Steam and EGS stores for PC, Daybreak told us via their PR firm, and what ultimately a pretty embarrassing moment for the Xbox PC store. Why is this happening? Is the indicative of a broader trend. Organic adoption of the Xbox PC store has been fairly miserable. It's a huge problem that Microsoft Future plans for the ecosystem, and it's one that new Xbox CEO Ashley Sharma has identified in recent memos to staff internally. Give you that much. We have to be honest about where we are. We've got to work. We got work to do. Players are frustrated with us. They feel like we haven't updated our console enough. They feel like our PC presence isn't very strong. Asha recently said to Xbox staffers, noting that she plans for Xbox to sweat every detail. All right, so let's see what it says here. What is chat saying though? So it says here, because sometimes I watch Marley. He's one of the few PS channels I can actually stand in moderation. Really? How am I being a coward? The only thing is, coward, you calling me out, saying hate watching, making that shit make sense. What? All right, this is new now. Hate watching. I never heard that term. Now we hate watching, chat. Yep. Now we hate watching. Wow. Cops coming for Louis. Your friend can't stop me. I can though. I can though. All right, let's get going. Sorry, Mike Johnson. Hey, you set yourself up for that one though. You set yourself up for that one though. y'all remember that dude on Peel Up? He's like, who Crazy Lou? I said, I'm the motherfucker gonna put you in timeout. That's who I am. He got so mad though. Oh man, so let's keep reading though. A big gulf remains between what players expect for the Xbox PC storefront experience and what today's experience is actually like. I am told that a big update is coming for the Xbox PC later this year. Should help. And Ashish Sharma has also recently hired some platform discovery and search experts to boost the usability of the Xbox PC store on the side. Sharma appointed of David Sclose, in particular, in potential compelling on the side. He was instrumental in Grow Instacart with a huge operation, and he's told he's also a big PC gamer as well who understands the expectations therein. All right, perfect. Therein lies one of the problems. Increasingly, it looks like developers are only willing to join the Xbox PC store with some form of marketing upfront deal, as opposed to organically. Oh, okay, that's interesting though. Okay, that's good. That's good to see. At least they're in there to see what's going on with that. They really got to find a way to motivate that though. But the dev side also seems to be a bit of a mess. Judging from conversations I have with developers over the years, Sharma has also brought in engineering expertise from Microsoft's GitHub and tooling teams to help in this area as well. Aliens Fireteam Elite didn't show up on Xbox PC and Xbox Playanywhere on day one, but it did adopt the platform post-launch. That's part of the Xbox Game Pass deal. I got a question though. Why are you making this an issue? If they did not adopt it in the... Let's keep reading, chat. Let's keep reading. Let's just keep reading. Let's keep reading. Goose Fraba. Goose Fraba. Goose Fraba. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man, why y'all fighting in the chat, man? Come on. Stop fighting. All right, it says here. But it's kind of funny though. Aliens Fireteam Elite didn't show up on Xbox PC and Playanywhere on day one, but it did adopt the platform post-launch as part of the Xbox Game Pass deal. So here's my thing though. Why are you guys complaining about this, that it was not there? Because listen, if it was there in the very beginning, like when it launched, I would have said, oh shit, it was there in the very beginning when it launched. And then why the hell did it skip it? I don't know. But now they were like, well, we're not going there, but it seemed like they did the same thing as they did the last time. They released the game, did not go for Xbox Play Anywhere, Xbox PC, and then down the road they added it to it, though. I mean, I don't understand. You did not apologize. What are you talking about? Mike, you did not apologize. That has not been squared off. You have not said, Louis, I'm sorry for calling you that the other day, my friend. It was a mistake. I made a typo. That's it. But you did not even do that. Now I even see the apology for you. The same is true for other titles as well, as Resident Evil 2, 3, and 7 are on Xbox PC and Xbox Play Anywhere. Although Resident Evil 2 and 3 at least seem to be abandonware with updates several years behind that of their Steam counterparts. Resident Evil 8 only arrived recently as part of Xbox Game Pass, and Resident Evil 9, as expected, was a total no-show. Okay. There lies one of the problems. Increasingly, it looks like developers are only willing to join the Xbox PC store with some sort of upfront marketing deal, as opposed to organically. It's another extra problem Ashish Sharma needs to solve as part of the growing list. Right. I'm not sure how you solve the problem. It's a bit of a chicken egg scenario. Users won't show up if the games aren't there, and devs won't show up if the users aren't there. I suspect users aren't buying many games outright via Xbox PC and are mostly using it for PC Game Pass and Xbox Play Anywhere. Yep, it was a mistype though. But still, you have not apologized though. Because even though it was a mistype, it was a bad mistype, my friend. You gotta say, Louis, I'm sorry for the mistype. It wasn't towards you. Apologize. That's all you have to say. But why is it so hard to say I'm sorry? Man up. Shit. We'll get to that, bro. We'll get to that. I suspect users aren't buying many games already via Xbox PC Store. Okay, let me see. Developers probably don't see the value in giving away 2 licenses of their Xbox games, even if there's little evidence that gamers are willing to buy games twice. On the contrary, Microsoft says Play Anywhere games sees higher sales and engagement. And speaking of myself, I'm far more likely to buy a game that if it has that feature. Good. Given the memory price and supply route right now, Microsoft is missing out on a big opportunity to meet users and developers on platforms where they already are. People are going to be keeping their existing devices, PC, consoles, and otherwise far longer than usual. The price of memory is actually blowing up, and analysts suggest it won't come down until 2020 at the earliest. They should have been building the Xbox PC store up for decades ago to weather storms like this, but hey, better late than never. I don't know why you guys are fighting in here. I'm about to mute you both and put you in timeout. At least for a minute, y'all need to chill out. Yeah, it has improved a ton. The Xbox PC mode makes PC gaming from a TV incredibly inconvenient and opens up new opportunities for the best mini PCs from the likes of Geek.com to act as a video game console. But there's still a ton of small weird pain points. Our on Xbox PC, for example, still hasn't have a play button for some reason. New games don't show up in search for days after launch in many cases, and the store is missing out on a mountain of classic staple PC titles. If you want older games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, The Witcher 3, and even so, Microsoft's own games, you need to look elsewhere. That's a problem. But given Windows K2 and the big shakeup at Xbox, it seems Microsoft is now at least very much in the case, better late than ever. So, try to understand what you guys are, because if this article came out at the very beginning, and it did not do Xbox PC or support, then how? Man, why you guys are fighting in here? I'm about to time you both out. PS fanboy's hardest things to say is, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Exactly. Because all he said was it was a mistype, because you know why he said it was a mistype? Because I caught to it and I called him out about it. Now he's like, oh, it's a mistype. But he still has not apologized and said anything, though. That's the weird thing. I don't know why you guys are fighting over here. But if this is a fight, it's going to be between me and Mike Johnson. It's me and him, his fight, though. Remember when we had a big discussion a few weeks back when our memory prices were falling and rank crisis was over, and I said it's not done with Night of Cyber got super pissed? Yeah, I remember that. 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 That was crazy. Hey, Let Tech, what's up? Good morning. Just looking high and low for something to complain when it comes down to Xbox. But here's the thing, though. Like I said, though, okay, this game, when it first came out, right, the Aliens Fire Team, it was not an Xbox Game Pass. It was not an Xbox Play Anywhere title. It was not an Xbox this, right? But then down the road, they adopted to this, and they decided to say, okay, let me add this to this. And I don't know why the hell do I look like, it's like, I look bright, though. Bright light. Is the light on, though? Damn, I look so bright. It's not even funny, though, how bright I look right now. But like I was saying, though, if the game actually launched like this, and then part 2 came out, they put it in the store, then I start to wonder, I'm like, whoa, this is a problem. But, what I'm seeing is it's like a marketing deal going on. We know for a fact, right now, they are trying to build the store to make it better. But you cannot go in. Oh, shit, what do you mean by that? You cannot go in and be like, well, this store needs to get better when they're already adding big titles over there. You're like, well, this is an existing problem while they're already adding big titles. Like, for example, how Bro Boy mentioned, right, earlier. So Xbox had a marketing deal with Crimson Desert 007. I mean, Crimson Desert is in there. 007 is in there. You also have Final Fantasy jumping in there. I mean, there's other titles that have been jumping in there. So maybe these devs who use the Xbox PC Play, or what is the PC Xbox, or they Play Anywhere, as of this moment, didn't really like what was going on over there, right? Because they were putting their games pretty late. Probably Crimson Desert and the other ones are taking advantage of this. Because to be honest, though, if Xbox tells you, hey, look, Hey, look. Simple and easy. Our games are selling really well on Xbox Playanywhere. Show it to them. Keep showing it to them so they can get convinced and say, okay, let's drop this over here. Xbox Game Pass can be better, bro, Louis. How can it be better? I mean, for me, it's the best way it is. How can Xbox Game Pass be better than what it was, though? Uh-oh. Hey, Sop was on the lookout. Stop fighting. Okay, I'm gonna have to force myself to watch Marlon today. Send it. Oh God, look what these guys are fighting about. Over a show that is not even theirs. Oh Lord. Lakers from Japan. Good morning, Louis. This is my first time checking out the channel live. I subscribed in the moment purchased Xbox 360, the Series X. I stopped being a PlayStation fanboy. I'm disappointed with PlayStation. Why are you disappointed with PlayStation? What did they do to you, my friend? Testing AI 9, 64 gigabytes RAM, Lenovo workstation laptop, only for $4,300. What the man? If I buy a laptop for $3,300, that shit better come back out live, you know, and say, hey, Lou, you know, I'm here. $4,300. With that, I can go anywhere with $4,300. Damn. By myself and still save money. At least for a week, though. Yeah. Well, it looks like memory prices are not solved. I'm actually beta testing new laptop configuration right now to work because our HP ZBooks went from 4K to 7K due to memory prices. Damn, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. But yeah, like I was saying though, let them cook. I mean, right now, look. They missed Resident Evil 9. Okay, cool. So, your point is? Alien Fire Team, they missed on that one. Okay, cool. Your point is? But look, they grabbed Crimson Desert. They're doing pretty well, Crimson Desert. 007 is coming soon. That's probably going to do really well because a lot of people are waiting for that 007 game. I mean, I am. I don't know about you guys, but it's 007, baby. Let's go. So, at the end of the day, though, they have some titles in there. And, of course, the PC store is not perfect. Asha Sharma knows this. That's why she got her team, got to work, and got into try to make the store better, try to make the flow of everything way more better than what it was. And that's the whole point. This is going to take time. It's not an easy feat. I love how they think that somebody's going to come in there and be like, okay, this is my magic wand. Let me go ahead and do this. I mean, what do they expect for them? For them to do that? I mean, is that easy? Just go in and go beep 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 boppity boo, and then everything just changes and everything is good? Come on, man. These are workstations for our equipment department, definitely not for consumer grade machines. Oh Lord. Cute hammer, thank you for that, Yubei. That hammer actually worked, but it got broke though. That hammer had a little thing, and it used to like bop people on the head on the show though. Be like, Mike, stop, just pop them. Louis does the Disney one, but it's true though. I mean, what do they expect though? They want bibbidi bobbidi boo in there? Hell. Louis, talk about the hammer pink. So the story behind the hammer was that I was gonna be like a judge or something on the show, or like do a judge thing, and so I had to go buy a hammer. That was the first hammer I could buy. That had a little squeaky noise, and so that hammer was used against Sour Blow when Sour Blow was doing like talking weird stuff. I was bopping him on the microphone, like stop it, because you know I can't bop him on the head though live. So I was hitting him, you know, on that, yeah. Let Tech say Steam Machine or Xbox Heels. Well, let me tell you something, my bro, Let Tech. We did a poll yesterday. And nobody wanted to buy that Steam Machine. Nope. Nobody did, my friend. There was a big poll in here. Nobody wanted to buy that. They said nope. But it's cool, though. Maybe they're not going to buy it now, but probably down the road, you know, probably will. I mean, I don't know. Probably will. But it's not looking... In this chat, though, a lot of them voted nope, not getting it. But everybody going for Helix, yeah? Judas Ward says Steam doesn't have an answer for anti-cheat, so there are many games that won't come to it. Oh shit. Uh-oh. That's not good on Steam though. Yikes. Tech, let me tell you something. I don't know. It depends. One, it depends on the price, though. Two, will I use it though? That is the next question. Would I be like using it? I don't think so. I don't think so because look, it's like what I said. I've always said this. I got a PS5. I have a Nintendo Switch. I have a PC. I game on Xbox. That's it. And I'm like, That's why these days when some new machine comes out, I'm like, I don't know about this. You know, I think about it a lot. I really do think about it a lot, my friends. I really do. So let's go WWE Dots. Let's see what's going on out here on the internet because we already went through all the news today. No! Kind of did though. I mean, there's still one more news to read though, but either way though, let me just open Twitter just in case, I find something else to talk about today. Yeah. Something else to bring to the table. Yes. So Sega has canceled its 882 million Super Game, plus it has given us bird's eye view of the upcoming games. Oh, nice, nice. You have Big 3 Switch plus PC plus PS5. I have all of them, Letech. I mean, look, Letech, I have all the systems. And the problem is, Letech, that I sit here and I look at all these systems. I'm like, okay, I have an Xbox, which is the one who actually has me playing. Why does it have me playing? Because Xbox Game Pass just keeps on adding new titles. And not only that, to be honest, it's the best place to play right now at this very moment. I haven't heard that in forever. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. That's true though, Safo. I mean, I love how they try to go out there and try to shove things that is gonna take time for it to get to work. I mean, it's not like Sharma's got a magic wand and fix everything in one day. I mean, damn, she right now is marketing the hell out of Forza Horizon. She's doing that though. So Lakers fan from Japan says, well, let's just say PlayStation 5 has increased and lack of exclusives has been disappointing. I understand it's a business. I'm happy with Xbox. I wish Sony was consumer friendly like Xbox. My friend, you're asking for too much right there with Sony though. You're asking for too much right there. I mean, Sony right now is not as really as consumer friendly as Xbox should be. And I'm glad, you saw that because like I always tell my chat this, you got to protect your wallet. You got to protect your wallet. That's the only way Sony can learn and become consumer friendly again. But you know how these fanboys are. They protect PlayStation all the way. All I wanted from Sega are Skies of Arcadia remake and Sonic Adventure remake. Nice, 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 nice. So 94, make the world smile. 9, Xbox needs a dedicated news outlet for our tick style on the system where I can hear Xbox news from creators such as yourself and Xbox Creations. Ah, man, thank you for that. I wish Xbox could do that. But look, on the good side, though, I got to say, though, they have a site called Xbox Wire. And they update you with everything that happened, like, during the month. They tell you, okay, this week, in the week of something, they posted updates for the console. And chat, give me 1 second. I'll get back to you. Give me 1 second. Sorry, chat. I'm back. Someone knocked on the door. So, like I was saying, though, chat, right? They do. No, if I gotta go pee, I'll say I gotta go pee, though. No. I had to go to the door. Someone knocked in there. Someone knocked on the door. So, like I was saying, though, they have the Xbox Wire, which literally tells you, like, okay, this month we did this, they did this. I mean, they keep updating you with everything they've done, which is actually a pretty good thing. And I'm happy that they're doing that because I love to read through everything that they've done during the month, especially because there's some things out there you probably might see, you probably miss out. It's kind of hard, to catch up to everything because Xbox these days has been putting up a lot of good work. They have been showing you what they're capable of, and they keep on working really well. I mean, like I was saying about Forza Horizon, now we got Forza Horizon being promoted in gas stations. I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Like, you go buy gas, you see the Xbox Forza Horizon right there promote. I was like, that's amazing, though. So Talos Ray says, if Halo stays on PlayStation, that's a rake moment. I don't know. I mean, it already been announced, though. But the thing is, like I said, Asha Sharma's not gonna go bibbidi bobbidi boo right away, man. It's not an easy feat though. This is gonna take pretty much a year for her to sit down and say, okay, this will go exclusive, this will go this way, this will go that way. Let's fix this, let's fix that. You know, there's a lot of things happening that she needs to sit there and figure it out. Is it tomorrow the boot up screen? Yep, tomorrow's the big old boot up screen. That's true though. PlayStation consumer friendliness is selling its players content Xbox players can access. So let's see though. It's not even with Game Pass. PS Plus offer more Japanese-centered content. I mean, Richie, that's because you like the whole Japanese-centered content though. But some people, you know, like I said, it all depends on what you like though. And that's something, you know, I tell everybody. That you buy what you want to buy and you play where you want to play. I mean, it all depends on what you like, though. You know, I'm not going to judge you because you have a PS5 and you play these Japanese-centered games. I'm not going to judge you because you have a Nintendo Switch to play this. You know, I'm not going to. As long as you're playing the game, I'm happy, though. Now, if you go all fanboy, I'll be like, whoa. You know, you better chill out. It would be awesome to see Xbox as an inferior. I don't watch movies anymore. That would be nice, though. That would be good. But listen, they are really doing a good job. And Ash's really doing an amazing job. Like I said, I'm seeing Forza Horizon be promoted out there on gas stations, which is a really good fucking thing. It is. I'm amazed by that. That's amazing. And that's what we need, though. We need Xbox to market itself, show itself out there, say, hey, we're here. And I'm also here because you remember the other day, the article, right? There's an article out there that was talking about, you know, like, oh, yeah, the Xbox shipments. I don't know if they'll be on time. I don't know if they will deliver. I don't know if they'll do this. I don't know. But here's what's so funny, though. We were seeing that Xbox is being probably going into stores right now. I mean, they're really working to get their consoles in there. They really are. And sooner or later, we'll probably see more and more Xboxes out in stores, though. And what we do, like I said, that article should have been 2 months ago when she sat there and said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this thing. But you know how it is. Yeah, but Halo is what made Xbox big, says Talos the man with the ray. I get that, my friend, I get that. I get what you're going, though. But it comes to question, though. And I got a question for you guys. And in all honesty, though, why a remake? That's the only thing I ask myself. Why a remake, though? Why in the blue hell do we need like a Halo remake? And then we need Halo 2 and Halo 3 for what? Why do we need that, though? I mean, that was something I'm off, though, because, okay, we had the Master Chief Collection that was last gen, and still to this gen, you can still play the Master Chief Collection. I mean, if I wanted to play a Halo all over again, I have the Master Chief Collection to play. But a remake? That one threw me off, Chad. That was one thing that really, out of all things, threw me off, because I was like, why do we need this? Seriously. I don't know where I put. Oh, here it is. So Rachel says, I meant Xbox can do well in Japan because they are missing too much Japanese content. Xbox should concentrate on regaining the whole of the American content. What Xbox should do, Rachel, right now, this very moment, simple, market themselves, and they'll gain control little by little. But as long as they don't market themselves, there's nothing else. Just market. Just go for it. And they will gain control little by little, especially right now with the way things are over there with PlayStation at this very moment. I mean, you guys got the advantage, though. They do. If they do something right, they got the total advantage. One thing, I'll tell you what they should do. Drop the console price. Drop it even more just to piss the hell off of the world, though. That's what I do. That's what I do, though, if I was them. Shout out to the 40 people here in the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Let's go. Let's go. Halo release should be every other year like COD. I agree with you, Sanchez. I agree with you with that one right there. So yeah. No other than Nintendo is doing well in Japan. PS5 only selling around 10K units a week right now. Which is nothing though to compare to Nintendo though. You mean you don't want Halo 1 for the fourth time? No. Listen, Chad, let me tell you something. Look. Sometimes it gets to a point where you get tired of the same shit. I mean, no joke. I love Halo. Halo's a good game and everything, but it gets to a point where, like, why do we need a remake of Halo though? And again now. Because okay, we have Halo remade for the Master Chief Collection. All you gotta do is fix the Master Chief Collection, put it out there, and that's it. You got the Master Chief Collection. That's it though. But a Halo remake though. All right, I mean they're adding new missions. Okay, cool. But again, a remake. If I was them, a reboot. I would reboot that motherfucker. Be like, okay, this is a new reboot. This is a different Master Chief. Make him even more of a badass than what he was though. You got to do team in there. It has software. Get it to jump in there. Make Master Chief tear up the aliens. Break its arms. Snap it off and beat him with it. Hell, that's what I do. Damn. G, maybe. What's up, G, baby? How you doing, baby? Oh, man. Camera, you got to stop with that. Camera, what if, Camera, I got a question for you. What if one day I'm not wearing any boxer shorts? You can point that. What the hell wrong with you, man? Damn. I have to do some research with that camera. So it says here, Halo remakes. Why? Perhaps because they wanted to go multi-plat and ponies are conditioned to love remasters and remakes. That's true, though. Remember that Sony said those remasters finance the next game. Damn. That is so true, though. But like I was saying, though, I have no problem with Halo, though. But a remake, though, why? Why this day and age, though? I'm like, okay, you want to do what you want to do. I was expecting them to announce, hey, this is going to be the next Halo, or I don't know. As many times as I've ever seen The Last of Us, why not? Oh, damn, that's what I mean, though. Why would we need that from The Last of Us? Just get part 3 out. It's like they're out. Sometimes I feel like, okay, are we out of creative ideas? I mean, there was just a Halo TV show. There's so many ideas you can pick up from the Halo TV show. You can actually do a Battle Royale from the Halo TV show, too, like I said. And when the circle closes, it's a swarm coming after you, trying to eat you alive. Or what's it called? The swarm? What is that thing called? It's UE fire training, says Rachie. That could be two, But that's the thing, though. But all right, they do whatever they want, though. Halo CE, Halo Anniversary, Halo MCC, and now Halo Campaign Evolved. Wow, it's been done 4 times. Damn. Did not know that, though. But the game is in the saturated market, still needs to be everywhere. That's true, though. That's another thing, though. FUE5. I got some good news right here, it seems. Hold on. Ah, shit. Look whose article it is. God damn. Oh, okay, good. We can talk about it real quick before they put this behind a paywall, because you know how they are. They like to put it only lasts like 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, you got to pay for this shit. So we got some good news happening for you Star Wars fans. Oh, you want to? Okay, Saf. All right, that's cool. I mean, I get you want an update, but that's what I'm saying though. You want an updated Halo? I will update the Master Chief Collection even more though, because Master Chief Collection is the perfect one. And not only that, it also has multiplayer. This one doesn't have shit. All it has is Halo Campaign Evolved. That's it. But all right, I get it. Cool. Daddy's veteran raises 100 million backs. Gaming royalty for Star Wars led comeback. All right. So 94, the world smile says, need Halo 3 ODST and Reach remakes. No, those are ones that you can say, okay, give me a remake though. At least of ODST or Reach though. So it's almost a minute for the 5,000 video game fans crammed into the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles in December to realize what they were watching. Above their heads, the jumbo screen was showing the first trailer for a new game, with each additional shot. A medical spaceship landing on barren world, a cape figure stepping outside the assignment ratcheted higher. Then came that unmistakable whooshing sound of a lightsaber along with the word Star Wars, Fates of the Old Republic. Attendees at the Game Awards jumped out of their seats cheering. Sarah Rose, an assuming 30-year-old gamers executive, was revealing in that moment, teary-eyed and emotional. Simon Zhu was watching intensely alongside his wife and daughter. Several months earlier, Zhu had quit his job as president of Global Investment Partnership at NetEase Inc. after the Chinese tech giant decided to slash its investment in new games amid a broader pullback in the industry. Though hardly anybody knew it yet, the new Star Wars title was in a key piece of Zhu's combat strategy. For now, if anybody asked him why he was in attendance, he'd tell them he was there on vacation with his family. So it says here, on Tuesday, Zhu revealed that he couldn't say in December, namely that he's launching an ambitious new holding company, Greater Than Group, to invest in and operate studios and video games around the world, including the new Star Wars title. There you go, chat. We're back to having, Star Wars of the Old Republic. The company Zhu said in an interview with Bloomberg has been working in secret since last year when it secured its initial funding. Abbreviated GTG it now has $40 million in the bank and funding commitments for roughly $60 million, citing privacy concerns. So declined to name specific investors. They're all very successful individuals, gaming and tech entrepreneurs, he said, which is a good thing because, man, I'll tell you this much though. I played Knights of the Old Republic on PC though, and for me it was just not my game. I was like, no, I do not like the way it plays. I do not like this stuff. So it needs a good remake and it needs a better combat system than the one it has though. Yeah. In the past, several years have been particularly tumultuous time for the video game industry, which has suffered enough of widespread layoffs, studio closures, and game cancellations amid rising costs, increased competition for consumers, attention, and sluggish sales. All on the way, funding for now and existing projects dried up as interest rates rose and investors piled into trendier sectors. Big tech walked away, the capital walked away, Zhu said. Now they love AI investment. Zhu, for one, is betting that the industry overcorrected. He sees the current moment and an opportunity to scoop up top, undervalued talent and to build something new. All right. Damn, this is long, though. Holy smokes. What kind of article is this? It's too long. I know KOTOR on Xbox. I have KOTOR on Xbox PC and Android. Oh, wow. Wow, and people tell me it's one of the best Star Wars stories of all time, though. In 13 years, NetEase wrangled. Let me see. Wait, let's see. Where was I? Built something new. Okay, all right. You have player satisfaction. Who said you can have commercial success. You can have the achievement of art. You don't need to compromise or sacrifice one thing or the other. Let's give the best creator the opportunity to work on a dream project. Everyone wins. All right. In his 13 years in NetEase, Zhu wrangled billions in funding of commercial success like Second Dinner's Marvel Snap, helped bring Microsoft's core hit game Minecraft to China, and fought hard to secure investment for titles like Journey and Sky, which eventually surpassed 100 billion revenue annually in China. Reggie says, AI when Xbox is mentioned? Shit. AI when PlayStation is mentioned? No! Exactly, yes. You got to see the lights. It shines bright because it's PlayStation with AI, the best thing in the world. In 2024, when NetEase decided that new games were too risky to keep supporting, the company pulled funding from many of the studios that Zhu had personally coordinated and guided. Afterwards, Zhu flew from city to city, buying dinner for studio founders and telling them how thankful he was giving them their trust. In retrospect, Zhu said his favorite investment in NetEase were projects with strong, founder-led artistic visions that fulfill human emotional needs. The industry treats developers so badly, he said. I think there should always be a rebalancing force treating developers better. Among GTG's initial slates of investment is the upcoming Star Wars game, which has already caught the attention of fans, thanks in part to its impressive creative pedigree. The title is being developed by Arconaut Studio, a new Canadian company led by Casey Hudson, a revered game maker best known for directing BioWare's successful sci-fi trilogy, Mass Effect. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Damn, it sounds like Godzilla about to come over here or something. Something happened out there. Should I be running though? I'm hearing a lot of sounds today though, outside my window though. So let's keep on reading though. Oh, Republic also, let me see. Where was I though? The title's been developed by okay, right there. Let me see. Sci-fi trilogy, Mass Effect, and the popular 2003 Opera Star Wars Night of the Old Republic. Hudson Privacy Studio Humanoid Origin lost its funding from NetEase in 2024 for Star Wars Fates of the Old Republic. Hudson has hired a number of former BioWare executives, including Chief Technology Officer Ryan Hoyle, Narrative and Performance Director Caroline Livingstone, and Dan Fensenden, a senior technical designer. At this time, the game company's primary expense is labor. The studios backed by GTG will aim to keep their operations as lean as possible. Yes! I need to summarize this thing. But basically, you know, what it's saying is, he finally got the money to keep on with Star Wars of the Old Republic, so I guess we're getting the Star Wars of the Old Republic pretty soon. Thank you. We need that game to come out. It's about that time, especially when it was announced. We were hyped up for that shit. We were like, yes! The sad part about this, it was kind of Sony trying to market that sucker. And then Sony pulled away from it and said, nope, we're done with it. Wow. That's what happened to the Knights of the Old Republic, though. And supposedly it was shut down, but I guess it's coming back, though. Safo says it's all lies anyways. Laugh out. Safo's there. Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm not going to read it anymore. Too much. KOTOR was peak. BioWare KOTOR 2 was my intro to Obsidian. Really? Wow. Asha added 9 main games to Game Pass Essential. Essential. Nice. At least she's adding games, my friend. That's a good thing, though. At least they're adding games, not taking away games from us. No! So let's see. So we didn't get the rumored GTA 6 trailer. That's the thing though, why do people throw this rumored GTA 6 thing out there like, oh, we're going to get a trailer pretty soon? Listen, we will know when Rockstar throws something out there. If Rockstar throws it today, if Rockstar throws it tomorrow, we will know. Because I'm one for sure. I got my bell on. I'm in the Rockstar Discord, so if a new trailer drops in, ho, baby, we're going to be there 100% to watch it. We'll know when that shit happens though. And happy too. What in the blue hell is this? Hey, Verge Brizzo. What's up? Good morning, Verge Brizzo. Good morning, good morning, morning. Shout out to the 46 people here on the show. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Let's go. What in the blue hell is this? Revealing Scuff Omega performance controller officially licensed for PS5, launching today. Okay. There wasn't a random showcase. Supposedly there was going to be a trailer, right? To GTA 6. They had a rumor going on with that, you know, for what's it called, for GTA 6 today, but I guess the rumor did not go through though. That's the thing though, they talk a lot though, like, okay, we're gonna have this. Okay. And they're saying that they're expecting to open pre-orders. Okay, I mean, listen, They said loud and clear it was the summer. We're still not in the summer though. I mean, if they start now, I'll be like, okay. But we're still not in summertime. Summertime starts in June. Jesus. Urgh. I don't know why people are so desperate for that. Let them announce it when they want to, right? Man, Kotar, go to bite your tongue, Lafala says. Yubei says, I always thought Kotar was way overrated. Well, the thing about Kotar is it's got one of the best Star Wars stories in it, to be honest, though. It was a really good, great Star Wars story. I mean, everybody talks about it. It's a thing that whoever played it just enjoyed it. I tried to play it. I couldn't enjoy it because, you know, the way the gameplay was. I was like, no, this is not my type of game, though. But, you know, but for hearing from people who play the game, they always say, man, it's got the best Star Wars story out there, though. It does, it does, it does. So let's see, though. So let's keep going. Let's see what's going on. Ah, man. I still say that controller's ugly, but it looks cool, though. But I'm not buying it, though, since you can't use it for Xbox games. That sucks. I hope they really patch that sucker up so I can say, okay, let me motivate myself to buy myself a Steam controller. But nope. No motivation behind that, though. I can see GTA 6 dropping in the Summer Game Fest likely for Trailer 3. I don't think they're going to drop in the Summer Game Fest. I don't think they're going to drop that in there. I don't think so, though. Because, I mean, why are they going to... Here's the thing, though. Why are they going to give Jeff Keighley all that money when they can make it themselves, though? On their own YouTube channel. I mean, shit. They made... What was it? 160 million views? So, let me tell you this on the chat. Imagine they made... Let's give for this example, though, from YouTube. Let's say from the trailer they did from Rockstar's, you know, on the official side, right? Let's say they, it's 107 in the summer here. Pfft, Malcolm Lax, listen, here's 110, and it's still not summer. It's always summer here. We get heat all the time, though. If Gears drops in the fall, GTA is delayed. Damn. Oh, you don't want to say that BB money, though. But look. Oh, Lord. Man, like I said, though, let's say in YouTube they make $4,000 for a million views. $4,000. Imagine if they got 160 million views, how much money they made. Why in the blue are they going to get that Jeff Keighley? They're like, nope, we're going to make it ourselves, man. Shit. I mean, GTA shows you that they don't need anything anymore. It's like, seriously, it's just... People got to go in there and suck out some, please let me have the marketing rights. No joke. They're kicking ass, though. Damn. So let's see. Oh, let me put the microphone away because, you know, Safa says the mouse, she can hear it. You can jump in the ocean, Louis. I have to suffer. Malcolm Lax, man. I don't know what's worse, though. Because the thing is, okay, if the ocean had shade, I wouldn't complain, though. But, man, that sun hits you. Oh. That sun hits you. That sun hits you. Well, yeah, Michael, but I don't have the ocean next to me. In order for me to go see the ocean, I gotta get on my motorcycle, get on my car, and drive like an hour and a half or two to actually see the ocean, though. I know we have like an ocean close by, though, but it's just no. So let's see, though, what's happening. Let's see, though, what's happening out here. Because, like I said, though, we went through everything early today. There hasn't been that much news out here. It's been dry. No, it's been dry. Chat has been dry. Pickle said, check general. What did Pickle send me now in general Discord? Oh, of course. Yep. Good old Zubitech. Halo campaign will be available on PlayStation 5 consoles, including PlayStation 5 Pro. Like always, they're looking for stuff to win. Question, is the Steam machine coming with controllers since it's currently being sold separately? Safo, that is a really good question. Can you imagine it's not? I mean, if they didn't do that, it would be awful though. Because there's a problem out here though. You got scalpers buying them, you got a situation going on, and you got to stop them from getting it though. But the problem is with this though, that if they sell it separately though, man, that means you got to buy two things and hope to God you get one of them though. Shoot. Yes, they always are, Pickles. That's the thing, though. These guys out here on Twitter, they're looking for a win, though. I mean, yesterday I read through the whole list of them because of Friday, they got their numbers. And no matter how much they try to put the positive in it, bro, you got negative numbers. I mean, I love how they criticize that they say this, right? All the freaking time they say this. That the Xbox guys always, even though they're red, they always look to make it, green and positive, right? But you guys are doing the same thing. The only difference is we don't go nuts about the doom and gloom. We talk about it, but we don't go nuts. I mean, I don't go nuts because like I always say, though, I mean, I'm an Xbox fan. I love Xbox, right? But Xbox is the one that needs to go ahead and fix what they got to fix, though. But now what I had to do, though, and like I always tell my chat is, hey, the truth. Worry about what to play next. That's all we got to do is worry about what to play next. But those guys, man, when they see that doom and gloom happening, they got to look for every excuse, though. So, in a new rumor, says PlayStation 6 may ditch 32 gigabytes of RAM, dream for 24 gigabytes reality as Sony scrambles to keep console under price ceiling. Oh my God, they just look. We don't even. This is the thing I don't understand, though, right? We don't know nothing about the PS6. Jack shit. Why in the blue hell you making shit up? I mean, damn, let the console release. I mean, if it goes out to being 24, okay. If it goes out for this, come on, man, shoot. So they're always looking for something to talk about. Oh, the PS6. Oh, the PS6 will do this. Oh, the PS6 will do that. Oh, the PS6 will turn into Voltron. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers now. Form a Megazord. Oh God. Yes, PS6. Yeah, GTX 9070 Ti. 970 Ti run ray tracing laugh out loud. PS6, yes, let's say they always bring up something with freaking these boxes though. They always gotta put up something out there. Just to throw it out. Like okay. Oh, the memory costs are gonna lower the come on, man. Bro, man. Let me ask you a better one. Why is the PS6? I don't know. Yes, that's the thing though. They talk so much about it. They're like, yeah, it's gonna turn into a Megazord. It's gonna form Voltron. Yeah. Come on, man. Seriously, they look for everything, though. Everything. They talk positive about the box. Everything. No joke. Brothers Green, PS6 is nothing but an idea, paper and pen idea. Get it from an idea in 2030 at the earliest. And that's another one, too. Like, when the question, I mean, this is the question what we got to ask. When in the blue hell is it going to release, though? That's the question, because we don't, look, it's funny, though. And that's what I mean, though, like on Friday, it was all negative news. We talked about it, we brought it up, we mentioned it. But Xbox announced the Helix. Dev kits will go rolling out next year. They said it. So we actually have an idea when the Helix is about to come out. Maybe it could be 27, it could be 28 at the earliest, right? I mean, it could be that. But we have an idea. But these guys are like, well, PlayStation 6, we don't know yet. I mean, that's a scary thought right there. Out of all things, when you hear something like that, that's a scary thought. Because usually these companies have a plan, though. And even though Microsoft's numbers are in red, as they say, but at least we're getting a Helix release, though. Which we all know, basically we all know why. I mean, they got to release that Helix in order to get out of this generation, which, as of what it seems, though, is, as everybody talks about it, it's like the worst generation ever, as they say out there. Not me, because for me it's been great. For all of us it's been great. Especially the guys, you know, we all hang out on this channel. I mean, chat, has this generation been great for Xbox? And let's put to aside the whole third-party thing, the price tags and everything, but since you guys have the boxes, this has been a great gen for Xbox, though. When it comes down to what it has to do in its games, for me it has been. And the service too, they've been doing hell of a rocking good thing right there. Yes, this has got to be one of my favorite Xbox gens. I know people talk about the 360, 360 days, 360 days. I'm like, bro, 360 days we did not have freaking Game Pass. We had to buy all that shit if we wanted to, though, unless if you did what you got to do, though. Y'all know what I mean, though. Better than the Xbox One? Yes. I mean, the Xbox One was, ugh. But these guys are trying to make it sound like it's the Xbox One era, you know? As someone who waited outside GameStop at 3 a.m. the console release, no, this gen has been bad for. Heredito says this is my favorite gen. Nice. And that is something that people don't bring about. Like I keep on saying this. Like, what? The good things about Xbox this gen has been great. People don't talk about it. No. Sony's struggling to make games. They literally don't need a new console right now, IMO. They don't need nothing. So Sony right now, what they need to do is they got to restructure, though. They're going through a lot of things right now. So eBay rejects GameSpot proposal. Ah! Just need a better durable Elite controller. That's what we all need, man. Those Elite controllers, man. Oh, God. I complain about those Elite controllers. I've been through 3 already, and I'm tired. I need an Elite 3 so I can make an excuse to buy an Elite 3 controller. Come on, give me an excuse, though. New emulation on the Series X. Everything is great, and it's more open as well. Yep. It's a beautiful box, though. And people try to trash it. People try to throw it down the ground. I don't get it, though. Like, oh, yeah, my PS5 Pro, you know, with Pistol Tech, you know, it looks better. Bro, it's the same damn game. I don't get it. Why do y'all have to go out there and be like, yeah. You can buy an Elite 3 for the Helix. Oh, man. I just hope they go out there and just throw out the Elite 3. It's been years now since we have a new Elite controller coming out. Years now. It's been years. The only big thing out there on the news today is we're still talking about, of course, why not? They're still talking about, you know, how these guys have ditched Sony. Stellar Blade devs have ditched Sony. No! Why did they ditch them? Why? Everybody always went on my Elite controller. I had 3. Especially if you play those Souls games, man. I mean, I battle tested these controllers. And let me tell you something. The one game that actually broke my controller was, what's it called? Sekiro, man. Sekiro broke that controller. Sorry about that, chat, man. I don't know why. I just had like a stretchy moment right there. But going down the list, let's see what I can find though, because there's just not that much so. But kind of funny though, they're now talking about how 007 runs on the PS5 Pro. Why haven't they talked about how it runs on the Series X though? Why haven't they said anything though? I'm waiting for that. The left thumbstick is always a problem for me. Brackets are replaced with no problems. That's good. That's good. That's good though. Going down the list, like I said, that was the big thing that happened, yesterday, Damn, no more Duracell batteries, please. Really, you like the Duracell? Listen, I know people don't like the battery thing, but I do love it. Because let me explain why I do love it. One thing that pisses me off about PS5 controllers is the long battery thing, right? It usually lasts 4 hours tops, right? 4 to 5 hours tops, right? Unless if you decide to wind down on things, though. And like I said, I don't know why PS5 does not come out with a controller that says, okay, if you want to replace the battery that's inside, replace it. That would be a beautiful thing, though, to be honest. Like, to go grab the PS5 and get a better thing to put in there so that controller can actually last 30, 40 hours. That's one thing that pisses me off. Oh, you got to charge the controller. I'm like, God dang, now I got to charge this thing? Ah, hell no. That's something that really... So wait, are people still complaining about mixtape? Damn, what the hell is going on with seriously, that mixtape thing is kind of funny though, how people are just fighting with this stuff with mixtape though. I'm trying to understand though. Why are you guys fighting this? The liquid control, yeah, that's the whole point. It has a great battery life. That's what I mean, though. It has a great battery life, and once you charge it, it's like, woof. And that's what I would like for the PS5, though. You could say, okay, let me switch the battery and put it in there. That's something I would like, though. And this is a funny thing. So Xbox has a little battery that you can buy that it recharges, and that battery lasts as long as the Elite 2 controller. No fucking joke. It's actually really good. So that's why I like the idea about the Duracell batteries, because you got the option to say, okay, if I want to go with batteries, I'll go with batteries. If not, I'll get the Xbox battery and that's it. I don't have to deal with this shit no more. And it's the best thing on earth. The DualSense Edge battery is even worse. I was actually going to get a DualSense battery, but when I read not the DualSense battery, I was going to get a DualSense Edge. But when I saw that the battery is worse than the other one, I said, nope. Not buying this shit. No way. No way am I doing this. No way. Game sir, Xbox controllers are best, Louis. Hall effect sticks and back buttons you can map. Really? Nice. Yeah, the battery to the DualSense was bad though. DualSense Edge. Let me go look for it. I mean, that's what they said. I don't know if they fixed it though, but yeah. DualSense battery. DualSense Edge battery. Alright, let's see. The DualSense controller's battery life is generally considered poor, with most users averaging only 5 to 7 hours of gameplay on a single charge. This is noticeably less than the standard dosage controller 8 to 10 hours. And significantly lower than the competitors at the Xbox Elite 2. So yes, it was a very expensive controller with a really bad battery though. Stick drift is more common than battery life for Xbox. Sony just make crap products. Oh, damn. Sony and its products. Damn. I mean, I had luck with the DualSense controllers though. I have not had stick drift on my DualSense controllers. Now Nintendo Switch though, ooh, those things, man, they really, that stick drift is, oh, no way, no way. Let's see what is going on out there. Wow, there's no news, chat. There's no news. There's nothing like to bring up. Anything you guys want to talk about besides stick drifts? Rockstar Games ended up posting a Red Dead Online update today after fans were hoping to get a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Their post has over 4,000 comments within minutes. Damn. Come on, man. I mean, look, chat. Listen, just let the... Oh, Lord. Sorrows, the latest Mission 5 exclusive from the creators' Returnal appears to be off. Uh-oh. Oh, I found something to talk about. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Every time I see this, it reminds me of like the... I don't know if you guys ever watch Peanuts. And there was this one area where it says, "No dogs allowed." Every time I see something like that, that song starts to play in my head. Damn. Oh, shit. The latest PS5 exclusive has seemingly been struggling on download charts, especially compared to the developer's previous game. Sorrows is made by Finnish studio house Marquee, which is best known for its 2021's game Returnal. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yep, remember that? Oh, man, I was out. I tell you, commercials back in the day, though. Both Sorrows and Returnal fall into the bullet hell. Roguelike and action genres with fairly similar gameplay premises. Uh-oh. The hype surrounding Sorrows was quite high before its release, and it was constantly listed as one of the most anticipated PS5 games of 2026. And when its release date pushed back from March to April, many fans thought it was a disappointment. However, now the latest download charts are in, it appears the hype may not have translated into an immediate influx of players. Ha! 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 Oh my God! Oh! Oh! Sony reveals Sorrows April downloads. Sony recently published the PC Store top downloads for 2026, with Sorrows landing at number 11 in the US and Canada's number 17 in the EU. I think I read this before. Although the game technically launched the last day of April, these numbers could still suggest that early access period and day one player count haven't been as impressive as some might expect from a PS5 exclusive, especially when compared with the developer's previous game, Returnal. Returnal also launched on the last day of April in 2021. However, when Sony published month's top download, the game landed at number 3. Holy shit! In the US and Canada, number 4 in Europe, giving a much better start than Sorrows. Of course, some might argue that Returnal faced weaker competition at launch, while Sorrows had a competitor with anticipated releases like Crimson Desert. Even so, there is still a noticeable gap, the two harsh Marquee releases. But we buy our exclusives, we buy our games, yay! Despite its somewhat overwhelming player base at launch, Sorrows has performed well critically, according to the new review aggregator site OpenCritic. More than 90% of critics reviews Sorrows recommended it, with the game holding a top critic average score of 87 out of 100. As of writing, Star Wars has been well received by players. It currently has an average user review score of around 4.5 out of 5, nearly 5,000 votes, which is impressive in its own right. As Star Wars continues to earn positive reviews from both players and critics, that recession will likely be reflected in its sales and help grow its player base in coming months. Wow, that is sad. Shortly after 30 launch, Star Wars received a couple of updates, addressed minor issues, and introduced more quality of life features. The game is already considered one of the best products on the market, making the most of the PS5 and PS5 Pro capabilities. And some changes and patches have made it integrate with the console, even more smoothly. Now it remains to be seen whether all the hard work from Finnish developer Housemarque will pay off with better chart rankings in the coming months, or whether Star Wars would be joined list of underrated, underappreciated PS5 games. Uh-oh. The funny part is, 94 makes the world smile. PC probably will save it. Because I remember Returnal, when Returnal came out, it didn't sell, like it didn't, let me go see. The Returnal, hold on a second. Let me see something. As early 2025, Returnal reported less than 2 million copies across PlayStation 5 and PC, and estimates indicated it was profitable despite relatively low numbers compared to other Sony blockbusters. Other reports from 2022 suggest roughly 866,000 units sold through, with PC sales adding over 100,000 within the first month. Platform sales, the majority of sales came from PS5 release, and PC sales contributed a smaller portion, roughly. Wow, they did not buy that game on PC. I thought they did though. I thought they reached 2 million because of that one though. Yikes. Uh-oh. So it says here in Game Sensor, Returnal sales skyrocketed on Steam, nearly 4 million revenue first month of Steam. Okay. Oh, that was 100,000 copies. Okay. All right. I guess you're right. PC won't save it though. So it says here 93 million, and Saros is struggling. Yep, that's how it is. Look. We had this discussion several times before, right? We had this discussion several times before about the word exclusives, though. Even though people were like, well, 41% of people buy consoles for its exclusives. But that's the funny thing, though. That 41% does not buy all the exclusives out there. Because if they did buy all the exclusives out there, PlayStation would have been selling 54 million copies of each game. Which is true, though. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, though. I look so bright today. Okay, let me do something. It's better now. I don't shine that bright though, I think. I still do. Kind of do. Saros needed the Game Pass bag. As an automatic confirmed stick drip doesn't mean a problem. A stick with the left pulling tendency is good hit the G. Fun and games. But Kaza sells him. That's the thing, though. Louis doing a big ass solo flare. Yeah, that's like, it's weird though. Like, it's not that shining, it's not that bright, and yet the light is like making me shine too much today. I think the camera's like making the light shine too much. I look bright as hell though. It looks like, you know, I'm being holy today or something. Like I got thrown holy water on top and got all these lights on me though. Kind of funny though that happens though. Yeah, kind of weird though. But man, Sorrows ain't doing so well. How much would that game sell? But that's what I mean, though. They were out there cheering, like 41% of people buy exclusives. I'm like, bro, that's not even a good number. I don't understand why they're trying to make this a good number. But then I remember that PlayStation fanboys, you know, it's backwards, though. When the number is less is more, and that's how it is, though. The sequel to a game that wasn't a big seller. Yep, that's how it was, though. I mean, remember that one game? I think I have the box, though. I don't have the box, though. Remember that one game that came out? You know? Everybody played in love, and they were like, yeah, we love this game. You know? The Evil Within didn't sell well the first one. The second one did awful. The second one tanked. And the second one was actually better. I mean, I heard from a lot of people it was better. I haven't played it yet. I bought that game day one. I haven't even played it. Pointers are spinning saying 1 million sales out of 93 million consoles is good now. Oh, of course. Listen, they will spin anything to be like I said, though, they were going out there looking for positive news for PlayStation. It's sad, though. People buy console based on what consoles are capable of. Blu-ray player was big for the PS3 DVD player, big for PS2. Xbox lived big for Xbox, and 360 exclusives are cherry on the top. Yep. Louis live streaming from Mercury. It seems so. I'm about to turn on the damn light and lower the curtain, though, because, damn, that light really, it's like, ugh, I don't know what's going on. Camera's, like, making me look bright. Yeah, that's true, though. Even within the second one tanked, though. It did awful in sales and supposedly it was better. But nobody bought it. Is Sorrow's going to have the same destiny, though? And then comes the question. Will this game go to PC? Chat, can you imagine, Chat, that this week, let's say this week or next week alone, we get the announcement of Ghost of Yotei going to PC. And we get the announcement after that of Sorrow's going to PC. What's going to happen out there? What's going to happen out there? Seriously, what in the blue is going to happen out there when that happens, though? How are these guys going to look? Pickle says, well, you really think it will, though? Yeah, Evil Within 2 was really good, but people didn't buy it, though. It only sold like 400,000 copies, no joke. That's all it sold, 400,000 copies. Because that is a question, you got to sit there and ask, like, what actually sticks? Since PS is still mentioning PC, oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorrows is Jeff Scotty. Oh, God, that is so funny. Sorrows is Jeff Scotty. Yep. Sorrows is Jeff Scotty. Sony has a sad, cold summer in games. Damn, Blizzard out there. Oh, damn. I mean, they got Wolverine coming around. They got Wolverine coming around. Seriously. Wolverine is coming out soon, and we're gonna be happy with Wolverine. We're gonna go ahead and buy Wolverine and play the heck out of Wolverine. I mean, I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I think Wolverine will sell well. I think it will sell well, but Sorrows, though, man. But we buy our games. We support the devs, man. I tell you. Oh, Lord. These fanboys, man, they don't know what it takes to be a fanboy, though. They seriously don't know how to be a fanboy. They say they're fanboys, but they really are. Thanero says Wolverine is going to take all the Game Awards. Here's the funny thing, though, Thaneros. When you look at that, right? Spider-Man 2 did not take shit. Remember that? It was out clean. Spider-Man wasn't out for everything, but it didn't take shit though. Ponies are only talking about GTA, not the. That's 100% true. That's something I don't understand though. Why don't they talk about the first party though? Even look, Big Cloud even said that out here. Big Cloud even said that though. Big Cloud Gaming said that. I was laughing so hard when he made that comment. He said loud and clear. He said loud and clear. No joke. If only they did this with exclusives though. Like to motivate people to jump into the console. Now they're using GTA to jump into the console. So wait a minute. So it's not enough that... Man, my back is itchy. So it's not enough that that your exclusives can help push the console though? I mean, you got to use that for, but no, they're going to use Grand Theft Auto to push the console sales, to get people to motivate them to go buy it. Yep. Spider-Man 2 Lost Ponies and crashing out, laughed my ass off. Oh, man. Spider-Man 2. Every time I talk to someone about Spider-Man 2, they're like, nope, it was not that good. I'm like, what do you mean it's not that good? Chat, let me go grab the stick, though. My back is itchy. Be right back. Let me go grab the stick. I'm going to stretch my back. Damn. Ugh. All this exercise is getting me itchy. Alright, chat, I'm back. I got my... that feels much better now. Oh, yeah. Oh, this feels better. Sorry, chat, but I had to scratch my back with this. Oh, man. Oh. That's good stuff. Alright, now my back is scratched. Let's keep going, though. So, wait a second. Hold on a second. Did the PlayStation put the discount store back or not? Did they actually put that back? They're pushing graphics now. Oh shit. A multi-platform twisted Metal Gear game will be good for PlayStation. That too though. That too. It should sell. It should sell. Well, it's the only game they're banking on besides GTA. But the funny thing is they don't mention Wolverine as much. They don't mention none of this stuff because they are so focused on what GTA is going to do for the console. And it's incredible how they're just focused on a third-party game. Because before, chat, remember the argument? Exclusives matter. Oh, third-party didn't matter. And now they matter, though? That's the thing about the ponies, though. They can never make up their mind, though. Oh, shoot. I should release Forza Horizon PS5 edition right before Wolverine takes some of those sales, though. I don't know. I mean, look. Right now, I'm in a situation where I don't know if that game is going to release or not. I don't know. I don't know what Asha's going to do nowadays. Because Asha, man, oof. I don't know about Halo 2 because they're voting for Halo campaign involved. They're saying that Gears of War E-Day. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't be talking too much. I won't be saying that much of things out there on Twitter. Because I don't know if Asha might hit the switch and say, nope, it's not going to release over there. Fuck it. You're done. I mean, that's it. I'm not giving you any games. And the funny thing is, y'all can't do jack shit about it because, you know, damn. I said, oh, what she's got to do, though. And she's got, like she said, loud and clear. She said it loud and clear. She's going to do what she's got to do, my friends. to win the consumer back, to make the consumer happy, because she knows the consumer is pissed. Macy's 92.93. All right. Before getting the reviews of Forza Horizon, chat, I hope we get them right now. Former Dead Space writer and producer Chuck Beaver says that Dead Space 4 likely won't happen because the numbers aren't there. He said a new game will likely need to sell over 10 million copies to be successful. Holy shit. Yikes. Halo, Gears, and Fable will probably time the most, though. I don't know, because here's the thing, though, right? As of this moment, we don't know what Asha might do, though. We don't know what Asha might do, though. Asha might go around and say, hey, look, it's done. Oh, wow, that's nice. Nintendo Switch 2, choose your own game bundle announced. You can choose Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Bananas. It's starting in early April. Wow, that's good. All right, that motivates people to go ahead and pick up the Switch. Crimson Desert generated over 178 million in revenue for developer Pearl Abyss. Platform breakdowns: console 50%, PC 50% too. Around 80% sales are North America and Europe. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's some good numbers right there. Let's read the Sega thing. I haven't read the Sega thing though. Dead Space, bro. Look, here's the thing though, right? About Dead Space, they made the remake, which is cool. I got no problem. It was what was it? It was a 2000. It was a 360 game back in the day and a PS3 game. So they made the remake, which is fantastic. But that was a good remake right there, right? Of course. So they made the remake, and the remake just didn't sell well. It just didn't click though. And for you to have like people like to say, oh, you know, let me go ahead and buy this. Is just for Dead Space remake alone, or to get Dead Space 4? Dead Space 4 though, that's what he says though. They need to sell 10 million copies in order for it to be successful. So, and if you look at the sales of Dead Space though, even though it was a good game though back in the day, Dead Space only sold 2 million copies. And we see, while the original 2008 sold roughly 1.4 to 2 million copies in its initial run, Dead Space 2 sold over 4 million copies though. And back in the day, those numbers were good. Nowadays, it's not good. The problem with GTA is the same problem with PS. Everyone is going to get GTA. GTA has a console. PS financials prove that PS isn't expanding. They're selling to the same players. Exactly. I completed Dead Space twice for the Series X, and for PS5 is really good. Yeah. Dead Space is not a bad game. It's a really good game. Bobby, where you at? But yeah, you're right on that, though, Safa. Like, people, look, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of sales going for the PS5, though. I mean, if it pushes, that'll be nice. If it doesn't, okay. That means that everybody who's playing GTA already has the PS5 console. I bought a copy. Made it a quarter way through, put it down. Really? Wow. Man, why do I have an itch on my back today? Yesterday, we had a cyber attack in here. Now today I got itchies on my back though. Oh. Jesus. Oh man. I got a itchy back today. Why? Weird. But yeah, but in order for that game to be successful, we're not making part 4 though. I mean, they gotta at least sell 10 million copies of that game though, which will be a hard thing to sell out there right now. So that's why it's not happening though. It's like me, I always wanted my Dante's Inferno 2. I feel like that game needed its part 2. I have like 18 hours into Dead Space. I might be a New Game Plus on it. Hope for Dead Space 2 remake, then 3. They said nope. That was canceled though. They said they're not gonna make any more Dead Space remakes. They canceled that a long time ago. They said nope, no more Dead Space. Because of that though, I mean the remake only sold like 2 million copies though. They should have done, to be honest, so they would have remade one, they would have remade part 2, though. If part 2 was the most successful one, they should have remade that one, though. Look at them cheering for 007 on PS5 Pro. 60 FPS. It's like they never seen 60 FPS in their life, chat. Oh, you can't make this shit up. So Sega highlights upcoming plans for a few titles and more. We got Stranger Than Heaven, Persona 4 Revival, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Oh, I love Streets of Rage. Alien Isolation, nice. Jet Set Radio, thank God. Virtual Fighter Project, all right. I don't know, probably is though. 60 FPS at the pause menu, yep. Or have part 2 and part 3 into a whole game for Dead Space 2 Remake 2. Yeah, they could do that too, but it's going to cost a lot of money to do that though, my friend. That's the problem though. It's money, 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 money. And right now, listen, if these studios have money, a ton of money to like put these projects out there for us to enjoy, I mean, they probably would do it though. But nowadays, it's like everybody's trying to survive, my friends. That's the whole point. Everybody's going out there trying to survive this situation. It probably isn't, man. Which sucks, though. Which sucks. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Dead Space was a really good title from back in the day. And it was a title that could actually go ahead and compete against Resident Evil, but it just didn't do the numbers, right? Sucks. Hey, BB Money B, what's up? If that's the case, start selling IPs. That's the thing, though. They won't sell. EA rather go ahead and shut down the studio than sell the IP, though. EA is an asshole when it comes to that, though. They'd rather shut it down. They say, nope, we're not selling this shit. Because, I mean, when you look at the history of EA and the studios they shut down like 20 studios. And then they haven't, like, had the chance to say, okay, here, go ahead and pick it up. Go ahead and buy it. Here, enjoy this. No, nothing. They'd rather shut it down. They'd rather shut it down, shut it down. Great. Every game is Dead Space franchise never sold enough to bring it in profit. Yep. Yep. That's how it is, Shen. I'm sorry to bring in bad news, but I mean, I wish EA could say, I mean, I hope that, you know, because there's a new buyout right now going with EA. I hope they say, why don't we make money off of this and sell these studios out there? I hope they sell, you know, Westwood. I hope they sell all the others so someone can pick it up and make us another, you know? I have Amazon Prime. I played Dead Space for 8. It was okay. All right. Okay. That's good. So what exciting news do we have out there, though? We got some exciting games this week. We have Forza Horizon, yep. And next week we have the Batman game. I read something out there. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick since I mentioned Batman right here. Just remember, push square. This is when you know you're running out of ideas to talk about. Ah! I hate when that happens. Let's go see if I can grab this. I can't find the article, though. It was from Push Square, though. If I could find it, though, I would go ahead and talk about it, but I can't find that sucker. Where is that sucker, though? Sucker, come around. No. Let's see, though. Brothers Green says, the best news we have is that Sony is in trouble. Well, you gotta be laughing about it. I mean, they're not in trouble, though, because they made 12%, though. They did pretty well. It was not that bad, though, but damn. PS5 is down 46%. And like I said, they were out there looking to talk positive about it. They were just they try to push that so much it was hilarious. But man, now I can't find it though. But if I can't find it, we'll leave it for tomorrow then. I'll find it. Don't worry, chat. I'll find it. I'll find it. We'll leave that for tomorrow. So chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go chat. You know I gotta end the show early because I mean there's not much to talk about today. That's 1 and 2. Okay. Do you think hard copies will be collector thing and only release certain games in future? Just talk about physical copies, you mean? I mean, look, we're going to have physical copies to a point. And the thing is that with people buying more digital out here, I don't know if they're going to keep on going with physical, though, because physical games are a big problem right now. They are. Let's see, though. It says here... Oh, I read that about Cody Rhodes. He got sued, though, for that. WWE top champion Cody Rhodes received a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. The Triforce symbol from The Legend of Zelda of his wrestling boots. He added the symbol in late 2000s because it stands for power, courage, and wisdom, which fit in wrestling. Yeah, I remember that. He got challenged by Nintendo, though. Let's read this real quick. Let me grab this one. Let's read into this. It says here... Oops, I moved something by accident. PlayStation says next few years of unannounced games is unbelievably positive. There are no dire times ahead for the industry. Really? PlayStation head of third content has said that the platform's upcoming game slate is unbelievably positive and argued that the industry should be more optimistic about the future. Christian Sevenson, Sony Interactive VPs of the second and third-party content, was speaking the game business about the future game industry at a time when layoffs, studio closures, and turbulent player spending still regularly occupy news headlines. Sevenson team is responsible for supporting developers who want to make games for PlayStation 5 and thus has a unique view of what companies have planned for the upcoming years. He said, based on the games he knows are coming, he believes that developers and publishers are making very smart decisions and that the game industry should feel more comfortable about the future. In the future, there's always to be more touch points with players than ever, and figuring out how to navigate the number of devices, the number of audience segments, and finding your audience for your game, that's going to continue to be where the challenge is, he said. An incredible player's position to have amazing visibility into what games will be for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. I literally cannot explain to you. Last year was amazing years for games. This year will be even better. Next year will be better still. The trajectory of content is still unbelievably positive, and we as an industry should be super optimistic about where we're going despite in the headwinds. Sevenson noted that because games take years to make, the decision made by developers and publishers today might not be necessary to be seen for some time. Obviously, the decisions we're making to take accounts for, we at the moment, he said, we're anticipating we're going to be there. There are no dire times for the industry ahead as far as I'm concerned. Really? I mean, you just said literally that you guys don't know when you are going to release PS6, but okay. Weird stuff right here. Various smart decisions are being made by our partners and platforms to be more comfortable than you think you should be. The SX comments comes months after PlayStation Studio boss Herman Hulse warned that rising development costs, slow industry growth, changing player behavior, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games sustainably. In an announcement, it was closing Demon's Souls remake studio Blue Point. While I know this is hard news to hear, I'm confident the direction we're headed. Creativity, innovation, and building unforgettable experience for players remain the heart of PlayStation Studios, he said. Right. This March, Sony confirmed significant price increase for PlayStation 5 consoles globally, with all models increasing by at least 100. So, chat, we do not even know what the hell is going to happen this year. We're not even going to know what's going to happen next year, though. Because, look, when it comes to price hikes and everything, we cannot sit here and be like, oh, okay, everything will be good. No, we cannot say that, though, right now. We just can't. That is actually not a thing, you know, for you guys to say, like, oh, it's, you know, nothing's going to happen. I'm like, I don't know. Because if you guys do not know when the PS6 is going to release, yikes. Another thing that I'm seeing, though, is this. They're talking about memory constraints, right? That the PS6 will probably go down to 24. Instead of 32 gigabytes of RAM, they're going to go down to 24. I got to tell you something, though. I'll tell you what PlayStation needs to sacrifice is this. They should do the next thing is have a PS6 digital, and again, add the disc as an option. Just to not put out there a PS6 with a disc, just have a digital, just sell the disc separately. If people want to go to physical, though, that's one way for you to face costs, because the disc alone costs like 80 to 100 bucks, or let's say 60 at cost, and that's something that money can be saved on the console, especially since nowadays people are buying more digital than physical. But like I always say, there's always a good thing that, you know, I like the idea of the PS5 Slim, that they kept the disc extra if you want to get it. But if not, though, you just have the PS5 Slim digital. And that's actually a very smart move instead of dropping a console with a disc in it, which really makes it more pricier, though, which it does. The PS6 and it dropping jack shit, laugh out loud. Oh, man. So time is ticking for the physical era. Yep, 100%. The issue with physical copies in the future start to become harder to play due to the hardware to play them, and start to become harder to find. Yep. And listen, I understand why people love the physical media. I get it. Because a lot of them, though, you know what they do? Some of them buy them day one, but they give it 1, 2, 3 months, and then they go into the store and they see that it dropped down. And when you go buy digital, it's still 70, but in the store, though, it's at 30. They pick it up for 30 and play the games, though. That's why they love the physical media. But the thing is, how long is this going to last, though? Because right now, everybody's buying digital. And Xbox skipped the whole physical media thing because they were like, yeah, they're not buying it, though. Which is true. People are just not buying it. They'd rather download the digital, and that's it, though. What's up? Why so serious? Good morning. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that's gonna be there for next gen, though. I think the only way for them to reduce costs is get all the extra stuff out there away. Get the disc away from the console, and that's an extra cost that you're gonna be able to sell the console for cheap, though, because everybody's going digital. Pico says digital, it'll be digital only, though. Who cares about PS? Stop Sony body, Louis. We're talking about what's going on, though. At this point, gaming consoles are the only hardware with disk drives. Yep. That is true, though. Because cars nowadays do not have a disk drive. You buy a car, it's either Spotify or YouTube for you to listen to your music. That's it. Nothing else, my chat. Nothing else. That's about it. So yeah, chat, like I was saying, the crazy ones gotta go. Chat, I'm gonna head out, go to the office, get some work in. It's a cloudy day. Gonna check out the weather, my friends, see how the weather is doing, you know, in case if we're gonna have a massive storm here today, because it's getting pretty, yeah. It's getting pretty cloudy out here. Sand for 30 bucks. Oh wow, that's yikes. I mean, I saw that, I was like, nope. Especially for a premium console. How can you sell a premium console without that stand, though? I mean, at least put the stand in there. They didn't care. They're like, I'll pay the $700 and then I'll pay the 30 extra for the stand. These fanboys are crazy. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. But chat, like always, before I go, what you all been playing? Today I'm gonna sit down and try to probably finish The Witcher 3. Get that thing out the way. I didn't finish the damn Witcher 3. Man, I've been struggling to finish that game. I gotta finish it. I gotta say, Lou, finish that damn game. Get it out the way. This is a message to Microsoft. Buy Sega and leave the marketing as Sega. And how Series X will fly off store shelves. Really? You want people to you want Microsoft to go ahead and buy Sega right now? Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Still playing People of Notes and Bat Boy. Nice. I've been playing. The script, are you okay, bro? What the hell? I mean, there's ladies in the chat, Brothers Great, you know, Sappho in here, you know, shit. Oh, Lord, things I gotta read, though. Michael Jackson. It's Michael Jackson. Okay, let's see, though. What else do we have in here? Oh, that's about it, though. Let's see what else drops in today for the news, though, because it's been slow news. I might have to finish up today low-key. Playing Gray Zone Warfare, and I'll be in before Forza. Nice. Yeah, we got Forza landing. Is it this week or next week? No, it's next week, though. Oh, no, it's this week, the 15th. Yeah, if you pay for the premium edition, but the premium edition costs $60. Sorry, I was joking. Okay. I know you were probably joking because, you know, saying that live, though, I was like, wow. But I will be playing Forza Horizon 6 on the handheld. Nice. It's going to be good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I got to finish that Witcher 3 and get it out the way. I got to get that game out the way. Yeah. It's because I jumped into the damn DLC thing. I should not jump into the DLC. I should have just finished the game and then jumped into the DLC and that's it. But chat, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Thank y'all for super chats. Thank y'all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. And that's seriously chat. You guys make it rock like always. And sorry, you know, for the slow show today, but there's just not that much news to cover. But it's been good. So chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome. I don't know. It probably sell well. It probably will, though. And I'm an awesome. But Forza makes his money out of his microtransactions, though. They make a shit ton of money out of that, though. And an awesome Tuesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET when we do come back with Sound Blow, the Big Plume, and Sound the Cypher. And on Fridays, invite me to Don XP en Español with Elvis Elecita Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chats, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.